This HAN Network video is brought to you by DARIEN Sports Shop.
Rainy days don't always make for the best tennis days. In fact, they don't make for good tennis days at all. We're at New Canaan High School on the FCIAC Tour. I'm Rob Adams, Dave Stewart across the way, and we are joined by two members of the girls' tennis team here at New Canaan High. We'll introduce them and see what they want to talk about. I'm sure they want to talk some tennis with us. Who are you?
I'm Schuyler Mahoney.
I'm Caroline Gordon.
Schuyler, let me start with you, although you've both given me the same thing that I want to touch on. What do you do before a match?
We have like these toy cars and we take them out, and before the match we just like each roll them, and yeah, everyone on the team has to touch them.
What kind of cars are we talking about here? You know, some kind of Matchbox, Hot Wheels, we talking,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, good cars or what?
They're like the little like Hot Wheel kind of type cars. They're small.
I always liked the hot rods when I was a kid, Dave. You know, those were always fun on my sets.
Caroline, how did that start? How did that start up? That was 3 years ago, right?
I think it was been around for longer, actually. I don't know when it first came around, but I know that every year their box of cars is given to a junior, and then they take care of it for 2 years. And we just sort of touch them all before the match in no particular order, just sort of give them all a little touch. And
So who's been in charge of it the last 2 years?
it was Sarah Lovejoy,
Okay.
and then last season she gave them over to Abby Crowley, so
Okay.
she'll have them this year and next year.
That's quite a responsibility, I would think.
This might be my new favorite tradition of all the teams I've talked to. I know we got to talk tennis, but I could spend the whole interview on this. What kind of season do you think you're going to have here?
We have a lot of returning players this year. I think we have 9, and so usually in the past we've been like having a lot of new players, but this year we have a lot of returners, so we know the competition, and I think we're going to be a really competitive team this year.
You know, Caroline, you guys have had a lot of coaches the last few years. It's been constant changeover. What's it been like dealing with that?
It's definitely been hard because as soon as you think you've sort of figured it out with one coach, you're kind of given a new one. But I think this year it's going to be really good with Mrs. Lovejoy. Since she's had a daughter go through the program, she knows what to expect and knows all the girls on the team. So it's already off to a good start.
What's she like? What's different about her as a coach?
I think something that's different than past years is her emphasis is definitely on having fun and having a good season, which I think sometimes can get lost amongst the competition or the pressures of the season. So hopefully it'll be a lighter and more fun season for everyone involved.
You got to have fun out there, right?
Exactly.
Do you have a favorite pro, and do you kind of, pattern your play after that pro?
I like Federer. He's like fun and he's really good.
Right, fair enough.
Same question for you.
I agree. Or Nadal. I like both of them.
Good ones to shoot for.
Good
right?
ones to get, and the fact that Nadal's not a bad-looking guy doesn't hurt
there you
either.
go.
You
There you
know. In any event, have a great season and have a lot of fun out there. Seems like that's the goal.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. We wish them a great season here at New Canaan High School. The girls' tennis team is with us on the HAN Cruiser on the HAN Network.